Good morning, Sylvie's here.
Good morning, Chairman. This is Judge Woodruff in the agenda room.
Good morning, Judge.
I'm the only one here at the moment.
Okay, I don't know if any commissioners will be there in person today or not.
Thank you for editing that.
It's pretty day out there, isn't it?
Yeah, there looks like they're mulch, put down a bunch of mulch or something. Up the tree. Oh, I didn't know that. That is true.
The agenda meeting will begin in 5 minutes.
Feels like politics are on the field. You know, but again, we don't record that in our data that has rock field. It's just we get it. Like we install or try to deal with rock field. We have to.
I think we can make assumptions that they have to be vintage driven, right?
Kochmeyer's here.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Oldsman's here.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Commissioner Coleman is here.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Has Commissioner Roop joined us? I believe we're still waiting on Commissioner Roop, so we'll reach out.
Commissioner Roop's here.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Sorry, guys, I had trouble getting in on the web and I had to use the phone, and I'm in the car and it just was difficult to type, so I had to pull over.
No worries. No worries. All right. Well, we are all assembled, so we will go ahead and call the agenda meeting to order. So I ask those participating on the call, please mute your phone unless you need to speak. First order of business today is to approve the minutes from March 2nd. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes for March 2nd, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. We have 10 tariffs and new orders today, but they're all fairly simple, so we should be able to get through this pretty easily. First up is file number IA 2021-0221. This is in the matter of Northeast Missouri Rural Telephone Company, DBA NEMR Telecom. Their application for expansion of its designation as an eligible telecommunications carrier for the purpose of receiving Rural Digital Opportunity Fund and motions for expedited treatment and waiver. So NEMR Telecom requested that this commission rescind its previous order granting expanded ETC designation and issue a new order granting expanded ETC designation to match the specific census blocks for which it was granted digital opportunity funds by the FCC. So this order rescinds the previous order, grants the amended authority requested by NEMR Telecom, and I recommend that we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Root?
I am in support of the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
And I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number EO 2022-0040. This is in the matter of the petition of the Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, to obtain a financing order that authorizes the issuance of securitized utility tariff bonds for qualified extraordinary costs. This case is in regards to Liberty's petition to issue securitized bonds in relation to Winter Storm Uri. The parties have filed an amended procedural schedule for approval, which this order approves, and a few modifications for the hearing transcripts and briefing. So I recommend that we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Root?
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
And I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number GC 2022-0158. That's Ozarks Medical Center, DBA Ozarks Healthcare complainant, v. Summit Natural Gas of Missouri, Inc. respondent. Ozark Medical Center filed this complaint against Summit in regards to its service bill during the period of Winter Storm Uri. The medical center asks the commission to either defer the bill amounts in an AAO or to order Summit to grant leniency pursuant to a provision in its tariff. Summit filed a motion to dismiss the matter, claiming that the medical center failed to specify a violation or ask for relief within the commission's authority. This order finds that the medical center has alleged a violation of a tariff provision, which is in the commission's jurisdiction, and rejects the motion to dismiss. So with that, I recommend we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Root?
I agree with your position.
Thank you. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
I also support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number GE 2022-0214. This is in the matter of the application of the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators, Inc. for a permanent waiver from the provisions of 20 CSR 4240-40.020 sub 2 sub D 1B for estimated property damage threshold for a federal incident, and 20 CSR 4240-40.020 sub 7 sub B distribution system mechanical fitting failure reports. So the association has asked for a waiver from 2 commission rules in relation to the change in corresponding federal provisions. Staff filed a recommendation stating that it is reviewing the change in the federal provisions for potential rulemaking in the future and recommends a temporary waiver of the current commission rules. So this order grants a temporary waiver of the 2 commission rules identified for 1 year for good cause. So with that, I recommend we approve this order version 2. Commissioner Roop,
I too am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I do as well.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number EF 2022-0164. This is in the matter of the application of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren, Missouri, for an order authorizing the issuance and sale of additional long-term indebtedness. Ameren filed this application asking for authorization to issue additional long-term indebtedness and for a waiver of the Commission's 60-day notice provision. Staff filed a recommendation to approve the application with certain conditions, which Ameren subsequently responded and accepted. So this order grants authority to issue the new indebtedness subject to staff conditions and grants a waiver of the 60-day notice. With that, I recommend we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Roop,
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I am as well.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number GC 2022-0158. This is Ozark Medical Center, DBA Ozarks Healthcare Complainant, v. Summit Natural Gas of Missouri, Inc. Respondent. The parties have filed a joint procedural schedule for the Commission's approval. This order approves the proposed schedule with some modifications to account for the filing of testimony and an evidentiary hearing. So I recommend we support this order version 3. Commissioner Roop,
I am supporting this order as well.
Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number WF 2022-0161. This is in the matter of Missouri American Water Company for authority to issue up to $650 million of long-term unsecured debt. Missouri American filed this request to enter into long-term debt financing and asked for a waiver of the Commission's 60-day notice provision. Staff filed a recommendation to approve the request with certain conditions, which Missouri American does not object to. This order grants the financing authority subject to certain conditions and grants a waiver of the 60-day notice provision. And I recommend we approve this order version 4. Commissioner Roop,
I am in favor of the order.
Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I'm in support as well.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 4, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number WO 2022-0176 and SO 2022-0177. This is in the matter of the petition of Missouri American Water Company for approval to change a water and sewer infrastructure rate adjustment. So Missouri American filed this request to change its WSIRA along with proposed tariff sheets to effectuate the request and a motion to consolidate the water and sewer cases. So this order directs the data center to provide notice and sets the procedural requirements for the case, suspends the proposed tariff sheets, and grants the motion to consolidate the cases. So with that, I recommend we support this order, version 1. Commissioner Root.
I am supporting this order.
All right, Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I also support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I do as well.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number ER 2021-0312. This is in the matter of the request of the Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, for authority to file tariffs increasing rates for electric service provided to customers in the Missouri service area. Last May, Liberty Empire filed tariff sheets seeking an approximate $79.9 million general rate increase for electric service. The parties to this case filed a total of 4 stipulations and agreements, which taken together resolve all of the disputed issues between the parties, with the exception of the class costs of service issue. Now, while not all the parties are signatories to each partial stip, no stip was opposed by any party, so the order appropriately treats each of them as unanimous. Now, under the terms of the stipulations, Liberty will be authorized to file tariffs designated to increase its annual revenues by $35,515,913. The stipulation also establishes Liberty's rate base as a specified amount without describing how that amount is calculated, establishes other amounts to be used in various regulatory calculations, and provides for the continuation of some of the existing tracker mechanisms. So the commission conducted an evidentiary hearing on this class cost of service issues not resolved in the stipulations, including allocations of the rates for the various classes, which will be addressed in a separate report and order. So I think that the undisputed settlements reached by the parties are reasonable, and I support this order approving those agreements. This is version 2. Commissioner Root.
Yes, I too will be supporting this group of stipulations and agreements.
Thank you. Commissioner Coleman.
I'm in support.
Commissioner Holzman.
I'm in support of the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I am as well.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
0. Final report today, file number EO 2021-0035 and EO 2021-0036. This is the matter of Evergy Metro Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri Metro's 2021 triennial compliance filing pursuant to 20 CSR 4240-22. So this order finds that Evergy Metro and Evergy West have met the Commission Rules Chapter 22 requirements for the triennial integrated resource plan filings and directs Evergy to comply with the resolutions of the parties reached in the joint filing. So with that, I recommend we approve this order, version 1. Commissioner Root.
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. That concludes reports and orders today. We have no case discussions, so all we have left is upcoming scheduling. Wednesday, March 16th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, March 23rd, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, March 30th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, April 6th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. And Wednesday, April 13th, agenda, you guessed it, 10:15 a.m. So that gets us out through April 13th. Any comments, questions, or requests regarding scheduling through the middle of April? All right, hearing none, and with no other business coming before the body, we will stand adjourned. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chairman.